guys, so the Lotus has gone in for its first service today, so I'm in the mighty Igo. Super speed. You guys know that I bought the car private in London rather than through a main dealer. The reason for this is because I got such a good deal from the owner that I couldn't pass it down. Now, we sent it straight for its service and everything to be done because it did need new brakes anyway, but I just want to make sure everything is as best as it can be on it. Now, I'm off to go pick it up. I'm off to go get the bill, which I'm a little bit nervous for, but I thought what we'd do is see whether it's actually worth buying a Lotus privately or whether you are safer through a trade dealer. Let's find out what this bill's like. So, because of the angle of filming, meet Mum. She's come along for the journey to pick the car up and already noticing a huge difference on the brakes. But we've got a bit of a challenge coming up before I get into this video because I've got to try and pay at the Humber Bridge, which from experience is a little bit difficult. Let's hope he's nice and takes my card for me. Oh my God, we're a little bit low. Hi. I can't read. Are you alright to tap it for me? Thank you. It's a bit of an issue. There's no point even attempting to reach it. Oh my God. I'm not bringing you out again.
I don't get out much.
No, you don't. If you haven't seen the video already, this is a Lotus Elise S3 220 Cup. I was really lucky. I got it down in London off a gentleman at trade price because he was either going to trade it in anyway or thought, let's give someone a really good deal. And I was in the market for one of these anyway. I knew the prices they were going for at dealers and it was just such a steal. I was saving about £5 straight away. The service was due in about April and I know from the MOT it needed new brakes very soon and they started getting a little bit questionable and a little bit squeaky.
Brake line in a right-hand bend, for example.
Yeah.
Over 10.
So I thought, well, let's get it in because I want it done so it's fully safe, fully ready and everything being checked over. So I had a very nice phone call where Dave said you need to sit down for this price because it's more than just the brakes and the tyres. When buying a car private, you always take that risk that there could be something wrong that you might not necessarily see at first glance. Anything with bodywork, anything with the engine, gearbox, stuff like that as well. So it's always good to get them checked over, maybe even get it checked over before you purchase one. The outcome is we've had 4 new discs and pads all over because the fronts had no grooves left and the rears had such a big lip on it you could really easily feel it. It needed new pads anyway with the new discs. We needed new tyres purely because it was on 2 mil of semi-slick Toyo 888Rs, so in these conditions at the moment isn't ideal and a little bit sketchy. So we've kept the tyres for a track day in the summer, so that's not gone to waste. But where the cost started to come in was the towing joint had gone and also wheel bearing, so I knew there was a weird noise. I sort of mentioned that, but I wasn't sure what it was because it didn't happen all the time. And what we realised is because it's on one, I believe the offside rear wheel bearing had gone, that it only went when you were going certain ways, which is why it made that noise strangely. But all in all, with the tyres as well, the bill has come to just under £1,600. So doing a bit of mathematics here, 5,000 minus 1,600 is 3,400? Is it? Yeah, 3,400. So I'm still up from what I would have been paying if I'd bought it straight from a dealer. Now I've still obviously not got the year's warranty that I'd have and all that side of things. So it's really whether it's worth the risk. And at the moment, 2.5 weeks in, it is paying off. So we'll have to see how that goes. But I definitely think, especially with something like a Lotus, yeah, the owners tend to be such a nice, tight-knit community. The guy already followed me on Instagram. Everyone knows the car already, and it's been a really nice, tight-knit community that's been passed on. with the new car. So I'm really looking forward to the adventures in this. I've had a bit of bad luck with this car though, because every single time I go to drive it, it pees it down with rain. I have not had a dry day or warm day to drive this car. It's not fair. It's not fair. Going a bit more into depth for what choices we've gone for. On tyres, we've gone for standard Toyos. I think they're TR1s because they are only going to be a road tyre. We've kept the semi-slicks for a track day when I do it, and we'll get them changed over. For the brakes, we haven't gone for the 2-part disc like that was on it originally because, again, we're not heavily tracking this car. We're going to do a couple times a year, if that. So it was recommended that we didn't need that extra expense there because they were twice the price. So we've got nice groove discs on it. We've not got the really aggressive pads, but we've got some good pads in there as well. So everything, we haven't gone for the budget option, but we've not needed to go for the most expensive track-focused option because at the end of the day, this is only going to be the odd track toy, whereas the Clio is going to be the heavy track use because it's cheaper to run that way. But I definitely want to take this back to Blyton Park like I did my first Lotus, which was at the very, very start of my track journey. I think it was my first experience on track to see the difference because it is still the same engine in this car. So I'll be really intrigued to see if we are actually any quicker.
I don't know what it is about this one, but this isn't as uncomfortable as your other one, and we can actually have a conversation without having to shout.
Yeah.
Which is better.
Does it get the mom's seal of approval?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you going to have a go?
Eventually, yes.
The brakes feel so much better though. They're not spongy anymore.
Yeah.
Like you're braking when you're stopping. So much better. Oh, that's a big puddle. It's funny doing it to you though. Wow!
Look at this. Oh, I don't
Look at him.
Alright, back in it now.
So that was a first little update on the Lotus and the first service and all the bits and pieces that needed doing. Hopefully it gives you a little bit of an insight as to kind of the difference between buy and trade and private, as well as kind of what things might go wrong on a Lotus and just anything like that really. So we are going to get a review done on this soon. I'm going to wait for the weather to get a lot better than the snow that we are currently having, which is massive flakes. What on earth? Wow. And yeah, but I still love it. I'm still happy. I've got a really good deal still, so I'm happy about that because it was always a worry that something might have been majorly wrong. But you guys know the drill. To make my journey your journey, like, follow, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.